Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve the problem best time to buy and sell stock. So it is a very famous interview problem and you might encounter this problem in different companies and all because it's a basic foundational problem. So let's go through it. So you are given an array prices where prices of I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. Okay. And so it means you are given a prices array. Okay, and it is containing prices of stock on each particular day. Now, what you want to do, you want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. So simple. You buy on one day, you sell on another day. And what you need to do, need to return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. And if you cannot achieve this profit, you can return zero. So let's visualize this problem. Okay. So what we are given? So we are given an array 7, 1, 5, and then 3, 6, 4. Okay. 3, 6, 4. Okay. So this is our array. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to find days where we can kind of maximize the profit, like when we can buy the particular stock, okay, and sell that particular stock. Okay. So okay, leave it. So what I'll do is, so this is our array. I'll just quickly make it as an array so that you can visualize it. So from the example you can see, like the best possible scenario for us would be like we buy on this day. Okay. So what we can do is we can buy on this day. Okay, we can buy here and we can sell here, right? So this is the ideal case that would happen, right? So this is the buy, this is the sell. So what will be the profit? So profit would be 5. 6 minus 1, 5. So this is the ideal scenario that will happen in our case. Okay, now how will you find this particular numbers? And remember, there is a condition. You can buy one time, you can sell one time. It cannot be multiple transaction. And so consider it like a real life scenario only. So how will you gain maximum profit in a stock market? So given a price range for number of days, so when you buy low and when you sell high, so that's when you will achieve the profit. Okay, so now you need to, so what you need to do is so simple, like what's the first thing that comes in your mind? So if you'll be able to track the minimum price, okay, so if you are able to track the minimum price, okay, so if you'll get the minimum price, okay, so if you'll get minimum price, then you'll be able to get the profit. Okay, so it should be minimum price. Okay, and you'll continuously iterate on a number. Okay, and you'll calculate the profit. So I'll tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so what you'll do is you can iterate over this array. Okay, and you can continuously check the prices. Okay, so suppose you take a minimum price as a big number. Okay, as a like maximum number, suppose. Okay, now in each iteration what you'll do is you'll try to compare whatever number comes in the array and you'll compare it with this minimum price, and if the current number is less than the minimum price, then you will store that particular minimum price, right? So in that way, when you'll travel the whole array, you'll get the minimum price. And similarly, in the same iteration, what you can also do is you can keep track of the profit as well that you achieved till that particular example. Okay, so there's one more example like 76431. Okay, and also you need to consider uh, all the cases while writing the program. Okay, 76431. So suppose if you'll go with this example, so in the first iteration you'll get 7 as the minimum, right? So if you'll check the minimum price, so uh, in iteration 1, okay, in iteration 1 you will get the minimum price is 7, right? Right, now in iteration 2 you'll get the minimum price as 6. Make sense? Okay. Then you'll move forward. Then iteration 3, you'll get the minimum price as 4. Iteration 4, you'll get the minimum price as 3. Then in iteration 5, you'll get the minimum price as 1. But you're already out of the array and you are just able to find the minimum price. And now for calculating the profit that will come is either 0 or negative. Why? Because for this example, if you'll see, so profit could be, why it could be 0? So you buy and sell on the same day. If you'll buy and sell on the same day, it will be 0 profit. But what if you buy on one day and sell on another day? So that will be a profit. But for this example, if you'll see, so if we'll buy 6, okay, and if we'll sell at 4 or 3 or 1, our profit will be negative, which won't make any sense. So in that case, we'll return 0. Now coming to our example, okay. So what will happen here is, so okay, let's visualize it, okay. So you will in iteration 1, so firstly you have given minimum price. So minimum price is some maximum value, okay, and currently the profit is 0, okay. Now you start with iteration 1, means you did a loop over the array, over prices array, okay. Now in iteration 1, you get minimum price. So I am typing it as MP only for now. So minimum price you'll get as 7 because you are comparing it with the maximum value, and the profit currently is also 0, right? Now coming to iteration 2, the minimum price. So it will compare 7 and the current price. So what will be the minimum price now? It will be 7 or 1, less price, okay. So it will be 1. Make sense? Now the profit. So profit would be like, it will compare the profit, like current profit or the original profit, which is maximum. So we don't have any profit, so right now it will be 0. Now iteration 3, you'll get the minimum profit as minimum price as 1 and 5. So it will be 1 because 1 is less than 5, so it will be 1. Now profit. So profit will be updated now. So you will compare the current number minus, like the current number, that is 5, minus the original minimum number, right? So we'll subtract with the current number with the minimum number, right? Like what will be the profit? So profit will be current number minus minimum number, and that will give me the profit, minimum price, I would say, okay. So that should give me my profit. So my profit will be 5 minus 1, that will be 4, okay. So 5 minus 1, that will be 4, okay. So this is my profit as of now, okay. And I'll keep on comparing the maximum profit as well. So my maximum profit is also updated in here, okay. I'm not writing that. Then in iteration 4, the minimum price remains the same, 1 and 3, it will be 1 only, and the profit will be 3 minus 1, so it will be 2, okay. So profit will be 2, but the maximum profit will be 4 only for now, because I'll smaller the window, okay, because we got the maximum profit before only. Then in iteration 5, again we'll go, minimum price would be 1. Now profit will be 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 will be 5. So maximum will be updated to 5, right? And similarly in our last iteration as well, the minimum profit will remain 1 only because 4 is greater than 1. The profit will be 4 minus 1, that is 3. Maximum remains 5. And we'll return the maximum profit, that is 5, right? So that will give our price. So you got the idea behind this particular program, okay. So if you got the basic understanding, it's not that difficult to code, okay. So now what we have to do is, okay, so let's code in Java. You can do the code in any language you want, okay. The logic remains same, just there is syntax difference, okay. So what I can do is, so what I have already told you, So firstly we need to define minimum price and profits. Okay, so what I can do is I can declare the variables. Okay, so I can take a minimum price and I can take it to any maximum value, because in this it is mentioned like the value of a price may be 10 to the power 4, so I need to take a big number. Okay, so I can take integer dot maximum value for now. I can take the first index as well as the minimum price, but okay. And currently my maximum profit would be 0. Okay, so what I need to do is later on I need to return this maximum profit only. Make sense? Okay, like in case any condition doesn't get satisfied, the maximum profit would be 0, just like this case. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, so now we have to check for every price. So how we can do, like we can do a simple for loop. So I can do a for each loop. So for integer price in prices array. Okay, so integer price in prices array, so I'll get individual price. Okay, so firstly I got 7. Okay, so as I already told you, like if our current price is less than the minimum price, we need to update our minimum price. So I'll do a condition. So if our current price is less than the minimum price, because we have to keep track of the minimum price as well. So if it is less, then the minimum price will become the current price. Make sense? So in this case, minimum 7 would become the minimum price. Okay, because the current minimum price is the maximum value of the integer, right? And then once 1 come, so 1 and 7 would become pair. So minimum price would become 1. So in this way we could keep track of the minimum price. Okay, what if this is not true? Okay, what if the price is greater than the minimum price? In that case, we can check for the cell condition, right? Like suppose if we come here 5. Okay, so 5 is greater than 1. Okay, so price is greater than minimum price. So in that case, I would get my profit somewhere, right? So obviously because the price is greater than the minimum price, so there is my profit. So I could take my profit. So I can take my profit as price minus minimum price, right? Now I got my profit. Okay, and like as I already told you, I'll keep on getting my profit. Okay, but I need to take a maximum profit as well, because my maximum profit keeps on changing. I might get profit on every transaction, suppose, but I need to find the maximum profit when I am getting the maximum profit, because I can buy and sell on only one day only. So I have only one chance. So I want to maximize this, right? So I'll update my maximum profit. So maximum profit would be updated as math.max, right? So maximum profit and the profit, right? So now I got my maximum profit, and now I get out of the loop and I return my maximum profit. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and run this program. Okay, so base cases are working. This is returning 0 because there we are not getting any profit, and this is returning fine. 1 and 6 would be the case. Let's submit it. Okay, so all the cases are working, and our intuition was right. So now you got, okay, and okay, just think about it. What would be the time and the space complexity for this? Okay, so if we talk about time complexity, so how do we calculate the time complexity? How much time, like considering this array size is n. Okay, considering we have prices array of size n, and we have done iteration of this prices array only once. We are comparing with the if condition, so that is not any loop or something, it just happened once. So we are iterating over all the array elements once, and n being the size of the array, so our time complexity will be big O of n. Make sense? And the space complexity, So did we use any extra space? So we declared few variables: minimum price, maximum profit, here profit, but we declared only three variables, and these variables don't contribute to the space complexity. If we would have declared an array of size n or something like that, then in that case the space complexity would have increased. But right now, since we have defined only few variables, so the space complexity will be big of 1. So this is how you should explain it in an interview. You should be able to explain your intuition, you should be able to justify the time and space complexity, right? And you must be able to dry run your code as well. Okay, so I'm not dry running it for you right now. You are good to go with this visualization. Okay, so I hope you got the idea, and I'll see you in the next video.